So real quick before we start this match, I'm going to explain what's going on. We're having a chess grappling match sometime in early 2020, and we have until November 22nd to find a matchup in the Los Angeles area where it's free to register. There's going to be a cash prize to the winner, and it's basically going to be a back and forth rounds of jiu-jitsu and chess. So we start off with jiu-jitsu, and we interchange rounds. So the first and all the odd rounds are all jiu-jitsu, and all the even rounds are chess. Every round is 3 minutes. The game of chess is continued, and we would normally start standing on the jiu-jitsu side, but we're a little short on space, and we have the mats on top of tiles, so we just decided to start on our butts. But the actual event will start standing. All techniques are allowed except for heel hooks. And the last round, which is the chess round, is not timed. It's played until completion. So one tap out is considered 1 point, and one checkmate is considered 2 points. So if there's only one tap, but the other person's able to get a checkmate at the end, that person's the winner. If it's a draw, we continue playing until someone has a substantial lead of at least 2 points. So, all right, I'll go ahead and start the match. And special thanks to my friend George for helping me put together a sample match. It's obviously unfair because he is a fairly high level white belt. I would say that he's pretty close to blue at least, but I am purple belt, so it is totally unfair. But this is not a real legitimate match. This is more of a proof of concept and something so that we can put it out there and people can see what chess grappling is all about. And we had a lot of fun doing so. So I'm going to go ahead and start the match now. So slap hands. He scoots in, trying to play a little bit of guard here. He's got collar control. We're a little bit on the edge here. He's able to trip me, but he did not stay on top, so he continues playing guard game. Trying to make sure I don't get triangled here, get both arms in, just hopping around. I'm a little worried about my arms, so I try to roll, and we're just out of space, so we move a little bit towards the center here. He's going for a... Okay, so I'm sort of attacking the leg here, but not really. It's very extended. He's able to square up. That's good. Trying to jump over, but we're on the edge. I don't like this right here. I'm just asking to get swept, basically, in his butterfly guard. I don't like my arm possibly being in danger. I'm trying to slide it over. I avoid the underhook. He tries to sweep over. We're getting out of space. I'm kind of got like a berimbolo thing, but I don't have any control over the bottom part of his body, so we slide back to the middle. Okay, so I'm playing bottom here. Got the knee shield with the collar control, and I try to sort of cartwheel over, but okay, trying to control the legs, trying to swing over to this side. Okay, so I'm trying to get seatbelt control here to be able to get his back. My head's a little stuck. He is turning in towards me. I kind of got sort of a gift wrap, but he's able to control his arm. So just back into open guard here, trying to control his posture here. He's trying to stand, able to pass sort of, but my knee's still there. I need to turn in towards him. He's got the crossface, but yep, I'm able to turn in towards him and regain the guard. Oh, he's going on bottom. He's giving up the top position. I get into... Okay, so I've got mount, and I believe... Yeah, so I'm going for an Ezekiel choke here. I get the tap, so that's the first tap. It's 1-0. That was with the thumb in, with the forearm. So got, okay, so he's standing up. I'm trying to do like a little bit of an arm drag here, already pretty tired. Scoot back so we're more in the middle, controlling his head. Again, trying to slide on top, but I'm not doing a good job. Okay, so that was time. So that was the first round. The score is 1-0. We're going to rock, paper, scissors here for who gets white. And rock, paper, scissors. I got white there, so... And the game begins, and right away it's amateur hour. I'm like, something's wrong here, because I don't... Oh, yeah, so... We reset. Apologies for that. So... right. So, starting pretty typical here. I knock over a pawn. And I'm able to castle. He threatens my bishop, have to move it back. He brings his knight into the game, defending my pawn over here. Computer says that's a blunder. I take it and exchange. That was supposed to be a mistake. I should have checked with the queen. He also makes a mistake. So right now we're both, and I can tell you we're both breathing fairly heavy here. I bring my rook in to sort of be aligned with the king. I move my bishop to safety. He brings his pawn down again. I move my bishop to safety, prevent it from getting trapped by bringing the pawn up on the king's side. He slides that pawn down. Again, I don't want to get my bishop trapped, although I don't really have to worry about that because I have the pawn, but I slide it over in hopes that he won't see his rooks attacked. And yeah, that was just lucky. He totally didn't see that. So yeah, just a completely lucky move there. I just figured it's harder to see on a real chessboard to see if I could get away with that, and I did. So I have quite a substantial lead here because I'm able to take out a rook, bringing more pieces into the game. I should probably move my bishop out of the way, but I would like him to offer a trade so I can simplify. I know that's not the best strategy, but okay, bring my knight a little bit closer. Yeah, so I go ahead and take him up on the exchange offer because I feel like with simplifying it prevents me from making as much of a... It prevents the chance of me like making a mistake. So I move that pawn up to leave room for my queen to move. We exchange pawns in the middle. He brings his pawn up and I'm immediately thinking check with the queen, and that's time. So we're moving right back over to the mat, and we're stalling as little as possible. We don't get breaks here. We're just either using our brains or our bodies or both. So a few seconds and we start. So I'm starting again, sort of a top position, trying to get his knees together, but he's able to square up. I'm trying to drag his legs over. It's not working. I'm trying to prevent that tripod sweep by backing up. Try to do like sort of a cartwheel. I jump over, drag the leg to that side, but he's able to maintain guard. I try to attack the leg on the outside, but I don't quite have it. Able to sit up. Once again, just sort of, okay, I'm keeping my legs together, trying to, again, okay, so I got that was a good sneaky little triangle set up there, but I was able to duck under. 50-50 again. trying to attack the collar just to give him something to worry about. I don't really think I had anything, but I'm able to sort of get... I almost had side control there, but not quite. I wasn't able to control him quite enough. He's trying to sweep me over there, and he is somewhat successful. I'm again worried about that triangle. So he's controlling my posture pretty well. Comes up on top, but I'm able to sweep him back down. I'm keeping his bottom leg down. I'm able to get sort of an over-under pass here. But yeah, I'm just basically trying to stay on top in this sort of awkward backwards mount. But yeah, just into an inversion here. He steps over, and I'm pretty exhausted, to be honest. So I'm able to sort of control that one leg. What he should be doing is he can get my back here by sliding his left knee over, getting seatbelt control and going over to his right side. He should not be stalling here the way he is, because, yep, I'm able to turn in towards him. And, okay, so here I'm trying to attack the back, but he's able to square back up into me. So now I'm sort of warning him that I have like a baseball bat choke, but I'm able to get high guard, try to control the top part of his body, maybe isolate an arm, but nope, my guard slides back down. Just full guard. He's able to get his posture back. I fight for the collar to bring it down. He does some good arm control there. He's able to pop up, break my guard. He's going for a pass here. I see that arm. I think, oh, I can omoplata it, but I'm not quite really able to. And he stacks me, gets the pass, but that's time. I'm laughing because I knew I was in trouble, but I lucked out with the time running out there. So I'm just resetting the clock there, and we're going back to the chess game. As I had said, I saw that the path to the king had opened up, so I was going to immediately check with queen. Computer says I should have taken with a pawn, but he moves his queen in the way. Again, I'm going to simplify, keep things as basic as possible, so that as I'm tired, I don't have to think so hard. So I just let him know here that he's allowed to do the en passant rule, but yeah, there was a little bit of confusion here about how that worked, so we have to be like, no, if you do en passant, it goes over there. He changes his mind. Well, this is a sample match, so don't be too strict here, guys. I'm sorry about all the weird amateur chess stuff. So he pushes his pawn forward. I think, oh great, a passed pawn. Computer said I should have taken it. However, I like being able to defend with my rook. Pushing the pawn forward. He's able to clear space for his rook to come in and defend the pawn and prevent it from queening. I move my other rook over towards that side, take one of the pawns there. He pushes a pawn over. I take it to clear room for the rook to come in and check. Blunder here. He pushes his king forward into danger, so I'm able to check him with the knight. Only one safe square for the king. Now I am, as I said, really tired. I am not seeing the mate in one. Might seem obvious to you, but yeah, my brain is not working too well here. But I know I need to move quite quickly. We don't want to have stalling here. It's a pretty fast-paced match, so I go ahead and just check the king. It only has one safe space. It moves it back. And yeah, I'm just not seeing anything. Obviously, the black king's in danger, but I'm not seeing a clear finish here. And I know that I want to march the king up towards my camp to be in more danger, so I again move it back to the previous position. again. So move the king over to the one safe space. And am I able to find the checkmate? Yes, I do. So that is mate. I'm not even sure, but we shake hands. So, okay, so the match right now is 3-0. And, you know, in the official chess grappling, we will have a second board that will be already set up to just start a game immediately, because we don't want to waste time and allow us to rest. So this is the third round, so we're gonna do nogi here. Here's where we actually decided to do that, so that's going to be the official rules now. So the first two rounds will be gi, the third round will be nogi. So dressing down to our rash guards and spats here, and you know, we'll stall as little as possible. So if you're liking this, if you think it's a fun thing to participate in, go ahead and register if you're in the LA area, or you can get to the LA area. We have until November 22nd to register. There'll be only one match, so it'll be whoever is the closest matchup. We have about 7 people registered already. So, alright, waiting for that 5-second mark to begin, and now, okay. So, we're seeing who's going to come on top. That's me. Sort of trying to keep his legs down. A little bit of grip fighting here. Trying to press forward. Not quite able to jump up into a mount position. I don't like how my arm's in danger here. I also, again, don't like that butterfly sweep. He should be able to get that. He instead tries to go for a guillotine, and I'm able to create the angle here to slide my arm around. It's still in danger, but not quite anymore. So I swim it around. He tries to come on top, but I'm able to escape through the back door. Sort of double unders, but then I switch to sort of a leg lock position. He tries to defend. I'm thinking Texas Cloverleaf here, but you know, I'll just square up over here. I don't like how we're on the edge. So I'm breaking down the posture of his head. I attack the guillotine with the other arm. I actually have a front naked grip right here. I try to do the alligator roll, but I'm out of space, and so instead I switch to a more traditional guillotine finish there, and I'm able to get the tap. So immediately starting the next round, a little bit of grip fighting here. I'm up by 4 points. So he's bringing his head down, so I'm able to get a really deep guillotine right here. That's 5-0. Again, grip fighting. I think it's called military style base. Okay, so he tries to attack the guillotine, but I give up the top position and make sure that my head is well postured here. I sort of have a rubber guard here. His arms are in danger, and yeah, I'm able to get the tap with an arm bar. So that is 3 taps already in the nogi round. He's able to pass, but I think I have a substantial enough lead here that I'm not too worried. I'm just trying to avoid danger. He almost had the back there. Able to slip out the back, going back and forth. sort of swimming through the legs there. He does the same. We're out of time, so that's it. So, we do play a round of chess here, but one round will not really matter because there's too big of a lead on one side. But if there was a possibility of tying the game or someone winning because of a checkmate, we would play until completion. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. George and I had a lot of fun. We'll probably end up doing it again. So make sure you like this if you do like it. I'd like to see, a higher level of chess and of jiu-jitsu. For chess grappling, this is the first time we've ever done this. So, there's a lot of room for improvement as far as documenting this, and we're gonna have some commentary. It's not just gonna be me talking about the what's going on the chess and the jiu-jitsu side. But yeah, we're just sort of covered in sweat playing chess, which is just inherently hilarious. So yeah, make sure you follow us on whatever your preferred method is. We're on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. I knew that his bishop was in trouble there, but for some reason I actually followed the touch rule there. Yeah, so like I said, this in the official match we won't actually play this final round because it's pointless, but we're just playing for fun here. So both our queens are hanging. This is just a crazy game. I decided whatever, we'll just exchange it. He goes ahead and exchanges it. And I take you, you take me. Oh, no, he moves it to safety. But his pawn is hanging over there, so I will snag up that one pawn that was defending that other pawn. And I'm eyeing that bishop over there to prevent him from castling, but he castles anyway, so I take it, I check him. Now there's nothing defending that pawn, so I go ahead and take that pawn. I mean, I don't know why I wouldn't. I'm just totally blanking here. But yeah, I go ahead and take the pawn. He attacks the bishop. So remember, you're supposed to you have to lead your target. It's kind of like shooting. You don't want to like attack where your opponent's piece is. You want to attack where their pieces will be. So you're always one step behind if you only attack where they're at. So he attacks the knight over there. I move it to safety, but I'm also attacking that pawn on the king, threatening a check there. He attacks my bishop, defending that original idea, and I just move it back, but still eyeing the king over there. So he moves his bishop over to attack the knight. I'm getting my rook involved. He takes the knight. I'll happily trade. And my rook is on an open file here. He's pushing his pawn up, but that's not a good idea. Doubling up those rooks with the idea of attacking the king. So check over here, only one safe square. I move my rook back, eyeing the king. So remember, king safety comes first. Threatening mate here. He doesn't see it, so boom, that's mate. So okay, so that was a lot of fun. We're gonna do this again. You know, whether it's George or I, or we get some other person to have a sample match. It was a lot of fun, and you know, these sort of lower budget matches, they don't take a whole lot to put together. So we might release one more of these before we have an official, you know, chess grappling match where there's a cash prize and you know, we're doing it at an official location. We'll have commentary. It'll be a little better done, to say the least. But you know, this was just for fun, and I hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. So thanks. Make sure you like and subscribe and all that stuff, and we'll see you later.